Fox 10 Gulfstream. This is Next Weather.
All right, here's what we're tracking as we take a look at our weather headlines across the Gulf Coast this weekend. Big change on the way after this little spotty evening rain gets out of here. It'll be gone probably around about 9 o'clock tonight. Drier and cooler weather arrives late tonight, and the fall air will be with us with sunny and breezy conditions Saturday. We'll have some chilly nights Saturday night and Sunday night, down around 50 both nights. As we look at the forecast, you see how the rain gets out of the picture quickly. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, breezy and cooler, noticeably cool. And timing the front, you can see even as of about 6 o'clock, it's not really that much cooler behind the front, but this will move in gradually overnight, and by daybreak tomorrow morning at about 64. Hey, 64 is no big deal. We've seen weather cooler than that so far in the early fall, but what's going to happen, temperatures may drop down to about 62 by 9 o'clock, and the wind is up, and it's like, hey, wait a minute, will it warm up? Well, yeah, a little. We'll get up into the mid 70s by the afternoon at 76 degrees, but the northerly breeze at about 15 miles an hour all day tomorrow. So morning temperatures anywhere from the 50s in Grove Hill and Evergreen to 58 in Chatham, 60 in Calvert and Bay Minette, 61 in Fairhope, and 67 in Pensacola. Through the day tomorrow, we don't get hot at all, and that north wind at 15 at 10 o'clock, 14 miles an hour 1 and 4 p.m. So pretty breezy throughout the day with gusts up to about 20 to 25. We'll have temperatures running at around 75 on Sunday, 80 on Monday, and 84 on Tuesday. Overnight lows running right around 50 degrees. Monday and Tuesday still in the 50s for those morning temperatures. So, wow, it's finally here. We're going to see a front. This is for real, and we'll notice it tomorrow morning. And this is the first major cold front of the season, and it will bring much cooler weather across the Gulf Coast. And for a more in-depth on what a cold front actually looks like, here's meteorologist Nicholas Herboso.
I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso with a look at cold fronts. So all a cold front is a boundary separating two air masses, one of cooler, denser air that slides under warmer, less dense air. And typically along this boundary we do get thunderstorms, and typically behind the boundary, at least in the Gulf Coast, we get some kind of northerly or northwesterly wind. Now, there are many examples of cold fronts. Here's one in the southeastern United States where there's a whole bunch of thunderstorms right along the cold front here. And you can see they fire right along, and then the cold front pushes south right here. And right behind the front, there's dry conditions. This is a typical front. However, there are examples where there's plenty of clouds ahead of the front, as you can see in this one. Plenty of thunderstorms pushing ahead of the frontal boundary, which is all the way back towards the back half of this picture. Then there's other examples where it's quite dry behind the front. You can clearly see where the cold front's located, this line of clouds right here. In fact, if you look at the bottom part of your screen, that little itty-bitty line indicating right where the boundary is, then some clouds just behind it before you can see the flow of wind, these fair weather cumulus clouds that have developed over the Atlantic behind this cold front. Here's another look, a cold front over the Midwest tracking east, and on this one we can clearly see the dryness that comes in behind it, a strong westerly wind with this one as it pushes off to the east. And look at all the thunderstorms forming along this line. That is where the cold front is, separating a warmer and more moist air mass from a drier one to the west. And of course, our picture from today, our first fall cold front of the season, with dry air behind it, but ahead of it, more moisture, more mugginess, like we have experienced today, and then plenty of cloud cover. I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso.
We gotta love having that front finally starting to move through the area. And here's what's ahead with the readings. And next week, it looks like we will not get hot. It may get a little warmer midweek with some temps in the mid 80s. But remember, we've been consistently hitting 90 degrees day after day, and that's over with. Our rain chances are back to Thursday and Friday. Maybe we'll see a little relief from the drought conditions. We need that as well. So look for a fall change in the air in your forecast.